How you doing, guys? This is Bill Easley with Figure It Out Baseball. So today I want to talk to you about a catcher's pregame. And one thing that's about catcher's pregame is each catcher is going to be unique in what they need to do the particular day. For example, if the pitcher's going to be more prone to missing the dirt, so that catcher's pregame maybe need to be less focused on receiving and more on blocking before we step out onto the field. In addition, a high school catcher is going to need probably more detailed program. Maybe they need to be more receiving, blocking, throwing kind of drills, transfers before a game. And as you grow older, it can be less detailed. So for one of my college guys, depending on what we do that day or who's throwing, we won't even really do any blocking because that pitcher doesn't miss very often. We might hint at it just as a warm-up, but our focus is receiving and trying to get more strikes called. So really, it just depends on what we do based off the pitcher. But before even any of that, we have to get ready to prepare our body to ask what we need it to do. So the video that is going to follow this intro, each clip is going to explain what the purpose of it is and why we do that.
This slide right here talks about the different type of pre-game routines that you can go through, such as plyo balls, blocking, receiving. So in this video, we're going to talk about the different types of pre-game. Before any type of receiving drill or any sort of blocking takes place, we have to make sure that our body is prepared physically, mentally, to perform. So as you can see here, one of my senior catchers, Dylan Taylor, is going through just an activation warm-up with resistance bands on his ankles. Here you kind of can see Joe Lytle just kind of rolling out his legs with a massage ball, just trying to get loose. And then you can see Seth Jones working with a spinner, making sure to go through his range of motion and just making sure that we kind of get some blood flow to our shoulder before we start to throw. Here you can see we're just working with different weights of plyo balls that each one's different, and primary focus here is just to loosen up our hands and prepare our glove path for the game. And also I wanted to add in recovery in this short video, because after the game we got to do some sort of recovery to be ready for the next day of throwing. So here we're just going through a simple drill called rebounders.
Really the biggest takeaway for a catcher for a pregame or even recovery, as you guys can see at the end, that each catcher is going to be unique. So it's kind of really important for the catcher to have a say-so in what he wants to do for the pregame or even recovery. So it could be J-bands, mini trampoline like you saw in the video, or even a spinner. It's just something that's going to be able to loosen up the shoulder and get blood flow to promote recovery so they can do it again tomorrow. So I hope you guys can take something away from this short video and apply it to your guys' catchers.